Hey there, this is Tina with Content Creators Club. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the freebie or the offer below this video. If you are not watching this from YouTube but on the newsletter, definitely check out the offer below this video as well. So I actually really wanted to talk about this because I've been hopping recently on quite a bit of market research calls and I've been gathering data. And I feel like this is actually like the topic I'm talking about is really heavy hitting for like a lot of entrepreneurs. And I think it's one of those things that I struggled with. Sometimes I still struggle with to this day, but I think it's important to really, focus, right? And so this is the theme of the day where we're talking about how focus is hard work, but really it truly is the true secret to creative growth. And so I really want to talk about here's how you get it. And so I just want to give you the context. And by the way, this is my dog. But like, I just want to give you the context here, right? Like the lack of focus that I've had, especially this past couple of years, with the exception of this year, is that lack of focus also translates to the loss of thousands of dollars a year, and it's because you become distracted that you really never really accomplish anything. And so everything is smooth sailing truly until it isn't. Until you hear about that one new trend, one viral growth hack, one secret to one success, one new platform, anything like that. And when you hear these new things, like you can be smooth sailing, but the fact that you heard it, you kind of like just stops you in your tracks and in some ways blinds you, right? You forget what you were originally working on and you end up wasting time on another platform, another strategy, another system, right? I don't know if anyone remembers Vocal Media or Clubhouse, but I remember that platform being really big back in the heyday, but now it's kind of like I don't hear about it at all, right? And the thing that I've realized is that it's never a lack of knowledge that moves you into a new project. It's a lack of confidence. And this happened to me recently actually where this lack of confidence also translates into a lack of focus because you don't feel like you can actually really accomplish anything. And so, because you don't have that confidence, you feel like, oh, I need to go to somebody else in order to do that. And it's never like, I feel like the lack of strategy or the thought that you have lack of strategy really isn't it. Again, it really just comes down to lack of confidence. And so, I want to give this example, right? Because this happened to me. I'm human. It happens to me as well. But, I recently heard about this one creator who makes at least $80,000 a month. And honestly, like, I was like, oh shit, like, I really want in. And I was honestly at that point willing to call it quits. Like, I know I've built this business where it doesn't rely on social media, it doesn't do any of those things, but I was ready to be like, you know what, they have something better than I do, so I should just call it quits, right? And just stop where I'm going and stop moving ahead. I was ready to hit the buy button and abandon all my non-negotiables for starting this business. And it really just came down to offer the sake of creating more money. And so the truth is that, when giving you that context of what happened there, like some of the things that I would have to abandon as my non-negotiables is a free calendar, right? I would have to fill it up with coaching calls, maybe some sales calls and things like that, just so I can make an extra X amount of dollars per month. And you know what? At the end of the day, like that's why it's so important for you to have non-negotiables, because if you don't have non-negotiables, this dog right here, then what ends up happening is that you really lose focus and you really lose confidence in what you choose to do, but also what you choose not to do. And choosing not to do things is more important, in my opinion. And so the truth is that, like, when I was at this moment of ready to hit the buy button, I kind of just had to, like, think to myself, like, okay, is it maybe the lack of confidence of, I don't see any successful creator who doesn't post social media every day, who doesn't conduct sales calls, who doesn't have a large team. Usually successful creators have all those things. And sometimes I question myself where I'm like, who am I to make a difference, to go against all the traditional guru advice when everybody else is doing exactly that? And so, questioning myself is also questioning my confidence of, can I actually get there? Can I actually do this? And so I had to really take moments when you are in doubt, questioning your confidence, because which translates again to a lack of focus. You really have to take moments to ask yourself, to take stock of the evidence that you are confident, that what you're doing is working, right? And so the evidence that I've had to really identify was, I've served over 300 plus paying students with my digital products. I bring hundreds of email subscribers to my list every single month without relying on social media. I have 95% of my content business automated or outsourced, and I continuously generate four-figure months on less than 3,000 people for social media following. And so that's my evidence where it's like, okay, you know what? Like, fuck that. Like, I don't have a large team. I'm not conducting sales calls. I don't have to post to social media every day, but I'm still getting all these results. Like, that is fucking evidence. That is taking stock of the evidence to disprove maybe the lack of confidence, but also to disprove the result of lack of focus, right? And so again, just take evidence. If you find your confidence in what you make progress on. And the truth is that you can't find confidence if you are truly changing your path every single month, right? If you are buying a new course, doing new things, doing all this random shit, then it makes sense why you don't have confidence, because you're never focused enough in order to build it, right? Because how can you say my stuff works if you're changing your stuff every single minute or every single day, right? And that is truly costing you sales, right? If you want to see success, honestly, you kind of just have to like put your blinders on and just like, I don't want to like adopt this culture, but you kind of just have to go all in on trusting yourself, that it will work. And I would say give it at least 1 to 2 years. If it still doesn't work, then consider exploring your options. But if it's working, even if it's like small progress, then that's progress, right? And so, my recommendation is to stop doing everything at once and focus on doing one thing at a time. And by me focusing on doing one thing at a time, it's really helping me hit my goals. Of my 3 goals for the year is $1,000 days, 10,000 email subscribers, and 30 podcast collaborations this year, which I've already done and completed. And so, what are the 3 outcomes you're trying to create for yourself? Definitely feel free to reply and let me know so that I can keep you accountable, right? And so again, delete all the activities that do not work towards your goals. If you find yourself saving a lot of time and money in the process, because it's once when you start deleting activities like and saying no, you realize you have so much more time to do the shit that you want to focus on, right? And so your progress and work definitely starts to compound. And so my compounding work results in having a fully booked out collaborations calendar, and people keep recommending me to work with me, to collaborate with me, which is really nice. Having a growing audience where people find me by word of mouth. Seriously, I've had some people say that to me. And I have a growing revenue stream where I still get paid commissions from content that I wrote about years ago. And so that is an example. And so truly, distraction is costing you. Start simplifying, cut the noise, and get focused. And my dog is not keeping me focused, but I love him. Anyways, so I practiced one thing at a time by selling one digital product at a time, and I did it with all the strategies I teach in my free email course. So definitely feel free to sign up and grab that free email course. I don't know how long I'll keep it for free, but it's everything that I know in order to make thousands of dollars from digital products, and it's completely free. So I hope you check it out. Anyways, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.